Any resistance in communication is a lack of rapport. And so there's many different ways that you could establish rapport with somebody. And I want to give you 3 simple ways that we establish rapport. Number 1, before anything I think comes, is your physiology and your physiology of excellence. So what state are you in? Because that state shows up before you ever open your mouth. And it shows up in your physiology. So maybe you read the book Blink, where he says that we make a decision of whether we like somebody or not in under a half a second, and we justify it the next 30 seconds. Maybe you've heard neuroscientists say, and quote this, that our mind is made up 6 seconds before we become consciously aware of it. So how are we making up our mind if we're not consciously doing it? Well, it's because we're making up the mind of whether we like somebody across from us or not. We are making up our mind before the other person even opens their mouth. And so what shows up is your physiology. And what is your physiology made of? It's made of the state that you're currently in. So we teach an idea of state stacking. How do you make sure that you're always in a peak state, a powerful state, or really the state that you need to be in for that situation? And every situation is going to have a different state. And so do you want to show up with courage? Do you want to show up with conviction? What do you want to show up with? Do you want to show up with connection? And so that's going to show up before your words or anything else. And then we go into matching and mirroring, and we talk about 55% of your communications, your physiology, and what do we say, 7% are your words. So that leaves what, about another 38%, that's your tonality. So all that is showing up before your words ever show up, before anything you say. So resistance in communication typically is a sign of lack of rapport. Somehow you didn't get them on your side up front. So we use state stacking. We use matching and mirroring. And then the third thing we use is, how do you get people on your side? And so you have to open up conversations typically with something whimsical, something that makes somebody laugh, something that knocks them off their current state, and so you can kind of have that interaction with them. So there's a lot of things you can do to open up communication, but anytime you're getting resistance in your communication, it's a lack of rapport, and you didn't do one of the things that I told you to do earlier in this video. Is, did you show up in the proper state? Did you match and mirror? And then did you get them on your side? Did you open up with something that we call even the cat string theory?